You know, I don't think that there are any of us today that are in family medicine, or very few of us, that don't every day have to look at this and say, would I be a family doctor if I had it all over to do again? I frankly can't imagine being anything other than a family doctor. Um, I like doing surgery. I like doing OB. I like doing all the other things that there is. And it's not that I would be unhappy being a surgeon or being a cardiologist or being any other specialty in medicine. But the only discipline in medicine that allows me to do everything that I want to do, and at the same time allows me to take advantage of the interpersonal part of what is so rewarding about being a doctor, is family medicine. I mean, as a family doctor, I get to do all of the different parts of medicine, and I get to be all the time a part of people's lives, and they're a part of my life. And that's something that I can't imagine doing in any other discipline besides family medicine. It's an exciting time for me because it really allows me to take one of my passions, which is to be able to influence young people and teach young people and make it a central part of my life. You know, I've taught for 30 years. It's always been a regular part of what I do in my life. Whether it was when I was in private practice to start, whether it was in the 11 years that I spent in the Department of Family Medicine at Robert Wood Johnson. It's always been part of who I am. The opportunity that I have now, however, to take a residency program in Georgia that is in some difficulty and fix it, and at the same time teach these young people in the residency what it is to be a family doctor, how it is to interact with the patients, what's important about helping your patients navigate a healthcare system that's broken and that we're in the midst of fixing. That's the opportunity I have in the residency program. And at the same time, I'm going to have the opportunity to influence medical students that are trying to decide what do they want to be when they grow up. What type of doctor do they want to be? What part of this medical system do they want to be part of when they get done with medical school and decide what they're going to do for their careers? And I'm going to have the chance in working with Mercer University Medical School on the Savannah campus and setting up that Department of Family Medicine to help influence young, impressionable medical students into going into family medicine and picking the discipline of family medicine that I am at the same time working on a national level to try and make a more prominent part of our healthcare system. So it's exciting. It's an exciting time for me that's allowing me to take what my passions are and meld that into what I'm doing for a living, so to speak. It's not something everyone gets a chance to do. We need people that are change agents, that are willing to do the things that need to be done to make the differences. I think anyone who could take a look at AAFP today and compare it to what AAFP was 2 years ago or 3 years ago and not see the difference in what the Academy is and what it's evolving into is not looking. They're just not looking. I mean, we are a very different Academy than we were. We are streamlining it. We are changing what it does. We're changing where it goes. We have looked at advocacy and its role in the country and its role for our members, and decided that that's what our key role is as an academy, what we need to do. And we're looking further out as we look further into the future at what this academy needs to be. And I think we realize the need for change. And I've had the pleasure and fun in the last 2 years of helping take both family medicine as a discipline and the academy as a representative of family physicians across this country to a different place, to be able to represent our patients in the way that we feel we need to represent our patients. And so in 2 years, I think I can comfortably say that my time on the board has been very productive, has enabled us to accomplish a lot. I think I've been a center of the decision making that we've done on the board. and the things that we've done to change where this academy is and where it's going. But we're just starting, and I'm proud of what this board has done in the 2 years that I've been serving, and what we'll do in the next year as a member of this board. But I know now that there's more time that needs to go by to get finished. The job is not finished. We're not complete in terms of making the changes that I felt needed to be made. And the opportunity to spend another 3 years working for this academy and its members and the people of this country, the patients, is out there for me in making a decision to run for President-elect. We haven't finished what we started, and I usually like to finish what I start. And so for me, the only way to be able to finish the job that I started to do when I took on the position of being on this board is to commit to running for president of this academy and be willing to continue to do the work that I started doing a few years ago, working with the people on the board and the people in the academy to make the changes that we need to make. We have a lot more that we need to accomplish. We need to get this country to a place where everyone's covered, where everyone has access to health care, where everyone has a family doctor. And there's still a lot of work to be done to get us to that place. And so, to me, becoming president of this academy doesn't hold any scary stuff. It's kind of a natural evolution for me to move into that position from being on position on the board. I've learned what I needed to learn to get to this position. I think I've looked at our leaders that have preceded me. I've learned from them, and I'm comfortable being ready to move into the role of president of this academy.